What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the NFL Pigskin Picks Show with your host, WayneBreezie. MoseKnows. It's week 16, Mose, and we are back. We only got 3 weeks left, man.
Only three.
Left. Yep. And so we'll get right down to it, man. We're not even going to waste any time. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the stream, please be our guest and hit that subscribe button for sure. And if you want to leave a comment to anything that we say or do on this episode, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. There's the updates on the records, man. There is no way I'm going to find a way to catch up, even though I got 3 weeks. I got to be on my A++ game for the next 3 weeks, and hopefully Mose goes on a losing spree at some point. But if he doesn't, it's all good. This is all love. Mose, let's get down to Thursday night football, man. 8:15 p.m. Week 16. Saints at the Rams. 2 7-7 teams. 2 teams that are scrapping and fighting to get into the playoffs.
Listen, I mean, I know you probably won't do this because you've built a brand with WayneBreezie, but I mean, if you want to have an AKA of Breezie knows, this Rams team has been playing a lot better since Kyron Williams has come back. Matthew Stafford is playing good. Saints were able to get a win last week, but they're going to be on the road against a hot Rams team. I'm going with LA.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat that LA Rams team, man. They look like they're surging, and they started at the right time. The moment they got Kyron Williams back off the IR, they've just been cool running, and it's going to be tough. Now, listen, the Saints do need to come in here, but they're on the road. They will have Chris Olave back. I'm going Rams. All right, there we go. So we got a couple of Saturday football games. Saturday football kicked off last week, too, by the way. First game up, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got the Bengals at the Steelers, an AFC North Division battle.
I mean, I was initially going to pick the Bengals, but Jamar Chase being out for an extended period of time, and the Steelers being at home kind of swayed me the other way. So give me Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go with the Bengals here. Pittsburgh just released that they're going to be starting Mason Rudolph, no Kenny Pickett. Can't wait to see how that, formulates. But listen, I feel like T. Higgins is back. If he's catching touchdowns and making miraculous touchdowns, getting the ball in the end zone miraculously, I think they'll be just fine. I'm going to go T. Higgins and the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. They'll find a way to run on the road. Cincinnati, baby, our first little discourse. I like this, all right? Saturday night football kicks off. You got the Buffalo Bills team that just blasted the Dallas Cowboys at home. They're now on the road to Los Angeles to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Everything's new there, new regime, new this, new that. Who you going with?
And no Justin Herbert. Give me the Bills.
I wasn't going to say that. Listen, man. Listen. If my man Easton Stick can just stick the ball somehow to Austin Eckler on a bunch of screen passes, man, this might be a good game.
Facts.
But if he doesn't, it's going Bills, baby. Listen, I'm going Bills here, man. It's super simple. All right, we got our Sunday football, our 1 p.m. games kick off. You got the Colts at the Falcons. Colts at the Falcons.
This will probably be one of them games where the Falcons do well and just play well because they're at home. But Gardner Minshew has his team playing really, really well. If I'm picking a defense, I'm going to pick the Colts defense over the Falcons defense. Defense travels. Give me Indy.
Yeah, I'm going Indianapolis here too. They're just a weird team. Apparently, Jonathan Taylor's back, full participant in practice. I like this. And you know what the Falcons, they don't do well enough? They just don't trust running the ball. And because of that, they get one-dimensional, they get behind, and they just don't play good football. So for me, I'm going to go Colts, even though I think the Falcons will bring it defensively in this game. It's just super weird. Next 1 p.m. game, you got the Seahawks versus the Titans. Who you rocking with, bro?
I think the Seahawks have to keep stride with the Rams. They were able to get a big win against the Philadelphia Eagles last week. And the possibility of Geno Smith coming back this week with that offense. Um, I'm going Seattle.
Interesting that you said that. I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to go with Drew Lock, who is 1-1 since he started. He just defeated a team. I think that they stay with Drew Lock, but I don't think they play well on the road. I don't think they travel well. And I'm gonna go with the home team. It just seems like Derrick Henry is finally starting to surge. Levis is doing what he needs to do. Listen, I'm gonna go with the Titans here. I think this is going to be a good defensive battle. They go ahead and stop the run. I think they'll be just fine. I think that Titans defense may be just a little bit too much uh, for the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm going to go Titans. Here's a good divisional NFC North matchup. You got the Lions at the Vikings. The Lions are 5-2 on the road, but the Vikings have to fight to stay in. They've been dealing without a starting quarterback since Kirk Cousins been out. They've been changing things up, but they did start something with this Ty Chandler running back thing with the injury to Alexander Madison. So I'm curious to know, Mose, who you going with in this matchup?
I'm going Detroit. I think also too Detroit is fighting for seeding. So while the Vikings are fighting for their playoff lives, I do think this will be a good matchup because both teams are fighting for something. But I think the Lions are the better team this year, and they're going to pull it out.
Yeah, I want to go with Detroit here too, especially with the Vikings. Did you know that they're like 2-5 at home? The only two wins they have are against the 49ers and the Raiders. It's crazy, right? I feel like they're not going to beat the Lions, but the Lions have been laying eggs every now and then. But I think because they're just overall the better team, they'll find a way to get a win on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm going to go Lions here. Commanders at the New York Football Jets.
Hmm. I don't know why it's taking me so long to think about this one. I'm going to go Jets. I don't even have a reason. Just give me Jets.
Yeah, both teams are going to be benching their starting quarterbacks. There's going to be changes in starting quarterbacks for both teams, from what I'm hearing. At this point, I don't know. I'm going to go Commanders. Bump it. I'll just go Commanders, okay? I'm going to go Commanders. It is what it is. 50-50 at that point. Packers at the Panthers.
I think the Panthers got their second win. They played good. I think they're going to revert back to the Panthers that we've seen a majority of this season. Give me Packers on the road.
You got the Packers on the road. I have the Packers on the road as well, even though I think that the Panthers, I know they're 2-12, they're trying to mess up that pick. Okay, so like I think they come out and they ball out. Their defense looks like it's back intact, but they can't figure out how to score enough on offense for me. And if the Packers defense actually shows up, they should be just fine. I'm gonna go Packers on the road as well. Our other 1 o'clock, our last 1 o'clock game, we got the Browns at the Texans. The 9-5 Browns are traveling to Houston. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. 8-6 too. The Texans is cooking.
This is a tough one. And it really all depends on if CJ Stroud plays. He's currently listed as questionable.
He's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's been ruled out.
Give me the Browns then.
I'm going to go
Yep.
with old man Flacco in this one too. I have them picked, and it's unfortunate. Listen, I think the game is going to be good, but with no CJ Stroud, the Houston's just won't, to me, stand a chance. The Browns will find a way to take away the run, force the Texans to be one-dimensional. So I'm going to go with Browns. The Browns here. 4:05 Sunday game. Jaguars at the Buccaneers. All right. Listen, this will be the first game Trevor Lawrence has missed in his career. That
Oh, CJ
means
Beathard starting? Lord have mercy.
Beathard
Give me the
versus
Bucks.
Baker Mayfield. I'm going Bucks.
Give me the
Yes.
Bucks.
Wow.
Give me the
Interesting.
Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. Listen, I know Baker Mayfield don't put up like crazy stats, but you know what stat that matters the most? They be finding ways to win games. And that's what Baker's doing for the Bucks, man. And they're fighting for a playoff spot. I feel like the Jaguars still own the AFC North. And if the Texans lose, this will be, and the Jaguars lose, the Jaguars stay on top. So don't think it really matters unless the Colts win. Oh man, we got some football. We got some
Oh,
football.
yeah. Yeah.
We got some football.
And
You
we
got the
got some seeding
Cardinals. Some
implications.
seeding implications. We got the Cardinals at the Bears.
I think the Cardinals shot their load against us, scoring 29 points, and we shouldn't have let them get 29 points. Give me the Bears at home.
I have the Bears selected. But which Bears team are we going to get? Because
Mm,
offensively,
good
it
question.
which one is it? I can't figure it out. And it sucks because when you think of Justin Fields, he's dynamic, but only when they let him be. Like, and so I'm confused. Like, the Cardinals defense may be pretty okay, but the Bears have the better defense. I'm going to go with the team with the better defense. That's the Bears. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kyler Murray puts on a clinic, like somehow over Justin Fields. Justin Fields versus Kyler Murray. I like the matchup, but I'm going to go with the Bears defense. Here we go. You ready for
W.
this? You ready for this game?
Woo-wee.
Listen, I got
Woo.
the Dolphins winning, and I'm not being a hater, but the
Yeah,
Cowboys they can't win on the road. They have 0 road wins.
right, right. So with that, um, I feel like offensively,
Ugh.
who's the coach of the Dolphins, and where did he come from?
Oh my
So if you think Mike McDaniel is not putting on the tape of that Week 5 Sunday night matchup, 49ers Cowboys, where we hung 42 on their head and only held them to 10 points, and then if you're not looking at,
the
if you don't
Buffalo
think he's
Bills.
looking at what the Bills just did, hopefully Tyreek is 100% or close to 100%, but I feel like he's going to play. But even if he doesn't,
That you
Jalen
t-
Waddle,
yeah,
Raheem Mostert,
yeah,
Devon A. Chain,
yeah.
like, give me
It-
Dolphins.
it's too much. You know what the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills did well is they ran the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their weakness. And as great as Micah Parsons is, just run the ball at him, man. It's not his strength. So the Dolphins clearly have the better run game in this game. I like Dallas Cowboys defense, but now you're going up against this explosive offense, and so I got the Dolphins. It is what it is. Sucks to be a Cowboys fan right now. All right, now Sunday Night Football. You got the Eagles. No, that's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sunday Night Football. Let me erase that one because I know I had a. I must have didn't type it right. All right. So Sunday Night Football. You got the Patriots on the road at the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Not that interesting. Give me the Broncos.
Give me a second. Give me a second with this one. Here's what I know. The Patriots defense is going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Jabril Peppers to me is having a damn near all pro season. And they're still not fully healthy. But for some reason, can the Patriots score? I believe Ramondre Stevenson will be back. I didn't like the way the Broncos looked last week. I'm sorry. I'm going to go Patriots here. I
Okay.
shouldn't, but I'm going to go out on a limb. I think the Patriots find a way to sneak a win. And I know that I shouldn't pick the Patriots. This is why I'm got 20 freaking less wins than Mose right now because I picked the Patriots 20 times. But it is what it is. We're going to go Patriots Sunday Night Football. All right. And let's get to the Monday Christmas games. All right. Hold on. Do I got some sleigh bells over here? I do. You got the Raiders at the Chiefs. Now, the Raiders just put up 8 billion points on the Chargers. Literally. They all pointed out. Just curious.
Yeah, I think they might have they might have shot their load too. And Kansas City, uncharacteristically, is fighting for playoff seeding as well.
They're fighting?
Um, yeah. I mean, they're
Nah,
trying
they,
to
they
keep
got the
pace
West
with.
lock, right?
I mean, no, they have the West lock, but
Oh,
if we're
but the
talking
seeding.
about
I got
the
you.
conference right now, they're sitting at 3. So they're 1 game behind Miami and they're 2 behind Baltimore. So they would want the playoffs to go through Arrowhead. So I think they're fighting for something. The Raiders are a sneaky team. Could this be a trap game for the Chiefs? I think it's going to be a really, really good matchup. I think Antonio Pierce are going to have the Raiders ready to go. Max Crosby is going to lead his team. But ultimately, I think the Chiefs pull this one out.
I got the Chiefs in this one too. I just think that they're going to be at home. It's going to be very loud there. It because of all this the playoff seedings and all the stuff that you just mentioned. This is a big game, and they just the Chiefs. Honestly, they just got to catch the damn ball. All right, here we go. Monday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got an NFC East showdown. The Giants at the Eagles. There's no way the Eagles are going to lose four straight, right, Mose?
No way.
No way.
I think the Giants play well. Tommy DeVito does some good things. He might surprise a few people. Eagles defense particularly is trying to pick up the pieces and figure out how to turn some things around. But I think ultimately this Eagles offense puts up enough points to beat the Giants on Monday.
Listen, did you know Tommy DeVito's been sacked 35 times and he ain't played that much yet in the NFL?
Jeez.
Gosh, Lee. Yeah, man, their offensive line is terrible. I think the Eagles' defensive line. This is when they kind of like it's a get right game for them,
Mm-hmm.
and being that it's a divisional game, I think the Eagles definitely make a statement and they get right back at the weak Giants, and that's what you do, man. Like I never understood why the inferior teams, like give the superior teams so much problems. If you're superior, blow them out. Do what you got to do to let them know that you're the dominant team. And I think that's where the Eagles are going to come in and they're going to make a statement to the NFL to let everybody know that they're still here. Monday night football, Mose, the Baltimore Ravens travel west to take on the San Francisco 49ers, two first place teams in the NFL, both 11-3. The Ravens are the underdogs. There's some stuff going on out there, but most when it comes down to the come down to the get down, who you rocking with in this game?
Yeah, man. You posted some bulletin board material. I didn't see the full clip,
Yeah.
but it sounded like there is a lack of respect going around. But fortunately for our 49ers, I don't think we need bulletin board material.
Mm.
I think looking around the league with the losses that both the Eagles and the Cowboys suffered last week, um, there is no pressure on this game. And I think we've seen that when there isn't much pressure, and the guys can just go out and play, I think we play a little bit better. It's fine to have a little bit of pressure to play motivated, but I think there's no pressure. I think this team is finally at a point where they can actually live out controlling their own destiny. And I think at home in front of the faithful, I think we get it done, and it is a very Merry Christmas for us. So give me my Niners.
Yeah, like like just being realistic, you got the top two teams in the NFL, the top two defenses in the NFL, the top two five offenses in the NFL. Like this game is super similar. It's like a mirror game. That's what I like to call it, like a mirror game. It doesn't have any playoff implications other than the simple fact that if the Niners do win this game and those other teams that we talked about, the Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys all lose, the Niners will this Christmas week clinch the number one seed in the NFC. So I'm with you. The Niners come out. I think they had a great win last week, but they have a lot of things that they want to tidy up, and I think they're going to get it right. They tend to play better against better teams. Okay, and so look, the Ravens are going to have to bring it all, and the Niners have to bring it all and execute. I got the Niners squeaking by in a win. Now let me stop. I got the Niners winning. Period. All right, guys, those are your picks for Week 16. We will be back Week 17 to show you our records and to preview the 17 games throughout the week. You guys stay up. Mose, happy holidays to you and your family, bro. Happy holidays to everybody out there. We wish you guys a Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. All right, we'll see you next week, man. Peace out.
I got you, bro. Peace.